Next on Good Taste. Move over, Philly. This cheesesteak is taking over Texas.
Oh, that is so good.
Then, fly by the truck stops. We've discovered a fine dining oasis in a tiny Texas town that's sure to please. Plus, take aim at upscale eats and 6 craft cocktails on tap from a champion dart team.
Nicely done.
Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. Talk about a friendship worth its weight in gold. 2 guys and their wives turned their 30-year friendship and love for great Southern food into a place locals can't get enough of. Craft beers, craft cocktails, and one very busy craft kitchen.
It's friendly, it's always crowded, the food's really good.
You'll get it all at Kraft Grill, a wildly popular spot that locals in Tomball simply adore.
I love the food here. It's always fresh and delicious.
We come here frequently. Our little neighborhood, little place to come to.
You don't have to be a local to feel the love here.
And this place had such a warm, welcoming feel. We'd walk in and there was just an instant likability here.
We're very lucky, and this is a special place. All the team members love working together. They're all friends. Joe and I are great friends. We've never had an argument.
That's saying something. Owners Chris O'Donnell and Joe Copas have been friends for nearly 30 years.
How did you guys meet?
I worked as an area director for North Chili's for 22 years, and Joe is a regular guest who I got to know very well. We've just had a kinship ever since.
That kinship soon evolved into opening Kraft Grill together.
Now, did you ever dream that you would end up in the restaurant business?
We always talked about it. He's got 40 years in the back and on the other side of the bar, and I've got 40 years on this side of the bar.
You couldn't have a better partner than Joe. I mean, I love him to death.
Their wives, Patty and Connie, are friends too. They're also a big part of the business. The menu is all Connie. She digs up recipes that represent the best of Southern cuisine.
It's Southern regional food, and then Connie really grew it from there and studied all these local cuisines, and it turns out Texas food is really all these local states that melded together.
You'll get a true taste of the South in every bite. Savory Southern shrimp and grits, a Virginia pork chop,
It's a good choice for anybody.
and an irresistible blonde roux gumbo.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Every time I come here, I can't decide what to order.
With plenty of Texas beer on tap, more than 75 wines, and flights full of flavorful cocktails, deciding what to wash it all down with isn't easy either.
I've tried the mimosa flight and the wine flights as well.
The margarita flight is a flavor festival. Apple pear, mango habanero, blackberry mint, and strawberry kiwi.
Let's have another round.
Let's do it. Come on. I'm ready.
Really
Let's each
good.
get one. Let's do this.
Feeling adventurous? Try the homemade horseradish vodka.
Oh, wow.
You really get it, right? It's coming off
You
strong.
really get it. Wow, that's
Comes through
fun.
There's a wow factor around every corner at Kraft Grill. Even the windows have a story. They're from the now demolished Doris Duke Mansion in New Jersey.
65,000 square foot mansion, and the room that they photographed everybody in, Frank Sinatra and all the famous people, was in the bamboo room. And we wound up buying the entire bamboo room's windows, and we restored them and built this. And we have enough for 2 more restaurants if we ever get around to it. But,
Those details are in everything Chris and Joe do at Kraft Grill, including their legendary chicken fried steak.
You do chicken fried steak in a very different way, very craft oriented.
It is.
I
We're
might
proud
say.
of chicken. Chicken fry is big in Texas, and you got to do it better than everybody else. And in my opinion, we do.
It starts by stripping down a hunk of 21-day wet-aged Certified Angus Beef.
We take every piece of fat and gristle out. There's still marbling, but there's no fat or gristle lines.
Thick slices are then sent through the king of all meat tenderizers.
Most people pound it. We have a jacquard machine that blades it, and we blade it 4 times so that it's really tender when we fresh batter. We fresh batter everything when you order it.
It's one of my favorite items and just love it.
You'll also be wowed by the Texas cheesesteak, a kicked-up Lone Star take on the iconic Philly classic.
What kind of beef do you use?
Ribeye.
Ribeye.
The ribeye.
That ribeye is fired up on a grill that's exactly 210 degrees. Toast up a baguette, pile on the meat, grilled bell peppers and onions, and then drown it in queso.
I'm gonna need a fork to lap up the rest of that meat. This looks amazing. Ching ching.
Ching. Enjoy.
Oh, that is so good.
You won't leave hungry from Kraft Grill.
Kraft Grill is a very fun, friendly, awesome atmosphere.
One of my favorite restaurants.
Hope you're hungry. Check this out. We're cooking an entire meal for you today. We're going to show you how to do it. We're in the Goya kitchens with the executive chef of Goya, Fernando Deza. This looks amazing.
Pabellón criollo, Venezuelan style shredded beef with a little bit of beans, rice, and maduros. It's amazing.
And it's beautiful to look at too. All right, what do we do?
Okay, so we get a stock pack. Then we're gonna add the meat. So we get some onions. Then we get some beef bouillon. We're gonna add some water to it. Pinch of Goya adobo with pepper.
Okay. Always got to use the adobo, right?
Right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it to a boil.
Okay.
Then simmer for an hour and a half. So that way the meat is nice and tender. You're gonna get some Goya extra virgin olive oil.
A must-have in any kitchen,
yeah,
I must say.
Good. So if you can help me out, we can add the meat to it.
Right into the pan.
All right. Then we're gonna add some Goya tomato sauce.
All right.
With oregano in. Goya sazon. It's a magic seasoning in a little envelope. You put this in food, it just tastes
instantly.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
So, then after that, what we're gonna do, get some of this cooking base, add it to it. Helps for flavor, also for texture, so that way the meat soak up of the liquid. And then we cook some Goya canilla rice, put the meat, with the Goya beans guisadas or red label, and then the maduros.
The plantains.
The plantains, yes. So they're pre-fried, they're cooked, they have nothing to do, just heat it up in the microwave and you have maduros.
Oh, I love it. And you've got the entire meal right
So it's
here.
pabellón criollo is a dish that they do in Venezuela.
All right, let's taste. I don't know where to start.
Oh,
I think
they're
I'll
all
go with
good.
the beef.
All right.
Oh, it's delicious and
Good,
it's
right?
beautiful. So healthy too. As
Yeah.
always, we've got the recipe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Always good stuff from Goya. Coming up, we're munching the most amazing eggplant fries.
They're the most wonderful way to eat a vegetable there could ever be.
But next, a roadside garden shop with wood-fired pizza and sriracha prawns. You'll get a kick out of this one for sure. We'll be right back. Cisco, at the heart of food and service. You might say in the middle of nowhere, on the way to somewhere, sits Schulenburg, Texas, a halfway point between Houston and San Antonio, Austin and Houston, and I'm sure other places too. Turns out there's a dining oasis in the tiny town of Schulenburg, where the food tastes more like uptown than small town.
Food is fantastic. It really is. We needed a place like this for a while. Good place, good food, reasonable price.
All at the Garden Company Marketplace and Cafe. Things sizzle here, all right. You'll find peppercorn-crusted Texas-raised tenderloin with a Merlot gastrique sitting on top of creamy herb-roasted potatoes. There's velvety sea bass with tangy Kalamata olives and sweet cherry tomatoes, all drizzled with butter.
Yes, we're here every day of the week.
Wow, you must love the food.
Love the food, love the waitresses, love the owners. They're great.
And the name, it's not just for show. Owners Jeff and Stevie Thompson transformed this 100-year-old farmhouse and its grounds into a thriving garden business some 9 years ago. That was fine until Stevie's green thumbs started itching for something more.
So you and your wife both had similar backgrounds in that you were in the gardening industry.
business.
but she wanted to do a bistro, a restaurant of some
She
sort.
wanted a sandwich shop. She wanted, a little, the girls could come for coffee. We could do a sandwich and a salad.
You thought she was crazy, didn't you?
I talked her out of it for 9 years. And then I realized, and then I said, well, maybe you're onto something. But if we're going to do it, let's do it in a bigger scale.
Next, they went shopping for a chef and found their perfect partner close to home. You think of Schulenburg, you think of diners, things like that.
I think of burgers.
Dairy Queen.
That's correct.
Down the road. But you guys have a classically trained chef. I mean,
That's
this
correct.
is serious
Yeah.
food.
He's good. And it's his passion. He loves it.
Chef Kenny Kopecki actually grew up in Schulenburg, and he's worked in some of Austin's best kitchens.
We try to keep everything Texas local, and that's kind of where our focus is.
Everything is farm to table fresh. At lunch, the menu features fantastic sandwiches and fresh salads like this beauty, a blue cheese wedge with sliced Honeycrisp apples and Applewood smoked bacon. And if you just want to munch on something healthy, there's my favorite, those fun Brussels sprouts.
So I came up with my recipe, with the sriracha, the walnuts, the Kamada olives, and it's really kind of a great wine/beer food.
Dinner is a more upscale affair with steaks, seafood, definitely not what you'd expect to find in tiny Schulenburg.
These are Pacific blue prawns. These are sushi grade quality. They have a very sweet flavor to them. We're just going to dip them in some cornstarch.
These are sushi grade. I mean, this is high quality stuff.
Sure, it's awesome. Put a little cornstarch, and then we're going to dust as much as we can off because we don't want to make it too. We just want to get these the outside a little crispy is what we're looking for.
Into the pan go green onions, fresh garlic, and for some real sizzle, a drizzle of sriracha and a splash of Sauvignon Blanc. Then, a golden saffron broth, diced tomatoes, and butter. It's served with a big chunk of grilled rustic bread. Oh, that's fantastic.
Tender, spicy, little sweet, little bits of
And then you get a little kick on the end with the sriracha, but not too much at all.
I love it.
This is fun. One thing I think is particularly special about this place is you all did all of the building
My wife's
out,
creativity.
right?
We recycle all the old products, like the bottoms of these tables are the drying tube out of the old silos.
Stevie wound grapevines to make these rustic light fixtures, and she turned these old farm tools into a chandelier.
This is just a cow panel that we've cut down and put Weisach in it.
The garden shop is still going strong, and they've added a gift shop and a ladies' clothing boutique.
So we get all of our local friends together and we meet here and have a really good time.
So next time you're traveling on I-10, fly by the truck stops and treat your weary palate to some incredible Garden Company goodness.
To find out more about great San Antonio dining spots, visit our friends at visitsanantonio.com. Coming up, a fabulous $10 wine in my wine finds. But next, a handcrafted black cherry basil mule on tap.
This is like drinking a soft drink or something. This is great.
Keep your seat. Good Taste will be right back. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B.
Shoot well.
Shoot well?
Yeah, shoot well. That's what we do.
Right.
Take aim at upscale ease.
Hey, not bad.
Set your sights on really creative craft cocktails on tap.
Oh, that's nice.
Now let me show you how it's actually done.
Toss a few darts.
Wow!
And you'll see why locals say 940's Kitchen and Cocktails scores a bullseye every time.
Nicely done.
Good dart.
He is good.
Part bistro, part bar. 940's is a local hangout just down the block from Denton's historic town square. It also happens to be the home of the top dart team in town.
So what are the stakes?
Mostly is a big trophy.
So that's what the trophy is. It's bragging rights too, right?
It's a lot of those.
940s is awesome.
I love the ambiance. I think it's like very trendy. There's great cocktails.
940s feels uptown with its trendy light fixtures, original artwork, and sleek decor.
I'm serious, I could sit in your chairs all night long. These chairs are amazing.
It also feels cozy and quaint, like a neighborhood pub.
Yeah, we want that feel, but like to offer you the quality of like fine dining without feeling like you have to be all super dressed up for it.
We absolutely love coming here. The food is fantastic. The drinks are awesome.
It's also a great place to take dates. It's not too fancy, but still nice enough to impress.
How did you guys come up with the name 940s?
We wanted to kind of create that that go-to place in town. So the area code in town is 940.
Okay.
So that's we wanted to make that hot spot.
That makes sense. So this is the hot spot in 940, right?
Right.
940 is known for its gourmet grub.
Oh, the hummus, it's a must. The banh mi, absolutely.
The avocado toast is delicious.
So are the tacos, stacked with carrots, red onions, and soft shell crab. Lemon risotto and crisp green beans make a pillow for pan-seared salmon, dressed in tangerine plum chutney.
I love the beef stroganoff. That's super good. And then, of course, the Gouda mac and cheese. So
the mac and cheese is over the top, ooey and gooey with smoked Gouda and Fontina cheese.
we love to get the eggplant fries.
How about aubergine as an appetizer? They're drizzled with Fresno honey and sprinkled with Parmesan.
They're amazing. They're the most wonderful way to eat a vegetable there could ever be.
Farm fresh and delicious, just the way the owners hoped it would be. That goes for the cocktails too. All house-made with fresh ingredients like chai tea and vanilla vodka. 6 of them are served on tap.
I like the black cherry basil mule.
So it's going to be a vodka with a black cherry syrup, and then ginger beer, lime juice.
Ginger beer. This is like drinking a soft drink or something. This is great.
Creativity counts in the kitchen too. 940s makes shrimp and grits a little different with chipotle and shishito peppers.
First, we're starting about 2 ounces of some andouille sausage, and here we use U20 shrimp, and we're doing 6 of those.
So they're nice and plump.
Nice and plump.
Garlic and shallots add some pizzazz.
So about how many of these a night do you make?
On a good weekend night, we'll probably make about 60 to 70.
16 to 17?
60 to 70.
60 to 70?
Yeah.
That is a popular dish.
Next come tomatoes, then chipotle and adobo, mixed with cream.
So there's some smokiness in there too.
And just like any good dish, we'll finish with some butter.
Butter, butter, butter. Why not?
Butter also goes in the grits, along with lots and lots of cheese.
We're going to add in our Fontina cheese.
Oh, don't you love that stuff? Could eat it by the handfuls.
Those roasted shishito peppers give this classic some zing. The shrimp is gently laid on the grit, all garnished with cilantro oil and chives.
Oh, that's good. There's a fun smokiness to that, and those shishitos are a fun little touch. Wow, we may be here a while.
Once you taste the food, sip the drinks, and toss a dart or two, you'll want to stay a while at 940s too.
A good, comfy, good food, good drinks. Yeah, can't go wrong.
Time for my wine finds and another fantastic $10 wine. I'm so excited to tell you about this one. This is the H3 Cabernet from Columbia Crest in Washington State. I love Washington State Cabernets for their lushness and their softness. Wine Spectator gave this wine 90 points. I'm not the only one that likes it. Dark cherries and blackberries come through, and so does vanilla from the oak barrels. One heck of a deal at $10.98 a bottle. This is the H3 Cabernet from Columbia Crest. Up next, a very drinkable and likable Zinfandel with or without food. This is the Lapis Luna Zinfandel, and I love the label. It's beautiful on the front and on the back. The title means once in a blue moon. This is a Northern California coast wine, and it's perfect for grilled meats, barbecue, all by itself. It's priced at $16.98 a bottle. And for our white wine fans, an everyday Chardonnay, sure to please. The Unwind Chardonnay from the world-famous Russian River Valley. You'll taste apples, pears, and vanilla on this wine. It pairs perfectly with chicken, fish, and creamy pasta dishes. It's wonderful all by itself. After all, porch weather is coming. The Unwind Russian River Valley Chardonnay is $14.98 a bottle. As always, I found all my wines right here at H-E-B.
Dinner and spa treatments for two. Find out how you could win a relaxing weekend at the beautiful Houstonian Hotel. Here are the details you've been waiting for. Click on goodtaste.tv and sign up right now for your chance to win an incredible 2-night stay at the Houstonian Hotel. Also, dinner for two at the Houstonian's stunning new restaurant, Tribute. We love to hear from you. Give us a shout on Facebook at Good Taste with Tanji, on Twitter at Tanji Patton, and Instagram at Good Taste TV. To get all the recipes from this week's show, head to our website. Even better, sign up for our newsletter at goodtaste.tv. That's all our time for this week. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll save you a seat for next time. Cheers to good taste.
Okay, so we're in the kitchen with the chef, and we're making chef what? You must pop.
One of the most popular, shrimp and grits.
Let me do that again. Okay. I like
It's
them
hard
all.
to choose. You gotta come multiple times, try different ones out.
No,
yeah.
these are fantastic.
Oh, glad you like them. Excellent.
Come on, rounds for everybody.
Let's do it.